In today's video, I'm going to recreate one of the setups that we had in the update in Google on the daily chart. So here what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to look at all possible Fibonacci price retracements, extensions, and projections to identify a setup. So I'm going to start with the symmetry. Now the symmetry, these are those projections where, let's see, let me show you, where I'll take prior high to low swings, and basically I'm comparing swings in the same direction. Okay, so this uses 3 points on the chart. So for example, I'm going to take this 3-pointed tool, projection tool, and I'm going to measure prior high to low swing and then project it from the recent high. Okay, now that comes in a little bit below. I'm also going to do that here, high to low, project from the high. Well, that's a heck of a lot closer, and that even by itself would be considered a setup. All right, let's see what else we have. I think this one is too small, but you can try it if you're not sure. Well, yeah, it was definitely too small, so we're just going to get rid of it because the market went through it. And then we'll have another larger swing here, but this will come in, a ways below the market. Also that swing inside the swing. But then there's a smaller one, high to low, project from the high. Again, that's relatively close, 170.40. Here's another one here, high to low, projected from the high. Okay, that comes in a bit below. And then this one also, we can run high to low, projected from the high. Okay, so you can see we have stuff that is close. We have stuff that's definitely further away. What would we look at next? Well, let's see if there's any retracements that overlap maybe this first area. So we're going to take this low to high, run the retracement. Okay, we went through the 382 and the 50%, but the 618 is right in that general area. And then let's get rid of this because we don't need it. And then are there any extensions? Well, not really. I mean, you can run an extension, but it's not going to be, close to anything at this point. So for example, if we ran a low to a high, the extensions are going to come in down here. So they might overlap this other area. So I'll show you that just to show you what happens. But we already have a setup. Okay, so, all right, that's that. Yeah, so this is closer to this area, so that could be included in that general support. But what we've really identified here is a setup that we're on top of right here, right now, and it comes in between the 170.40 to 170.22 area. Actual low so far has been made at 172.38. So it's not a perfect hit of that support because, 22 versus 38, but it is absolutely close enough to look for a trigger. Because after all, this area defines your risk on the long, which means you can have a stop, right underneath the cluster. And then the potential initial upside target off of this swing, we take the high to the low, run the extensions. You'll see that our first target is going to be 183.48. Our second target is 186.49. Our third target would be 195.21. Typically, obviously you make the 1272 extension target more often than not, and at that point, that's when you typically start to trail up your stops. But this is a setup. I am wrong if it blows below that 170.40 area, but if we continue to hold above here, I know there have already been some buy triggers in there. These are the upside targets we're looking for. So if you like these videos, please like and subscribe, and I'm going to try and do at least a couple of these videos a week for you.